Hello my beautiful Cancerians, welcome to your July reading and happy birthday. If you do have a birthday, if you could be watching Cancerian rising or moon, but happy birthday to those who were born in this beautiful month of July. So this month is just going to be a mini reading, but I do want to touch upon Mercury retrograde, the full moon, the new moon, and also how it's going to affect you. We're also going to be using something that I've created, a little buzzword for Mercury retrograde and what may come through for you. And also we're going to be doing angel cards this time. So it's going to be angel guidance and a little bit of intuitive psychic guidance that I'm trying. So do let me know in the comments below if this actually resonates with you or whether you'd prefer me to go back to just the dual general tarot. Okay, so for starters, we're going to be using these little buzzwords. Before I entered the reading, I meditated and I kind of allowed some words and phrases to come through me. I wrote them all down, even if they didn't make sense. I wrote them all down. So just to see what advice is coming through for you. So I'm just going to shuffle them a little bit here. Hopefully, I'm going to close my eyes because otherwise there may be some things that overturn a little bit. What's for Cancer for this year? Ooh, they want this one. They want this one. All right, so which one's this one? Tackle it head on. This is one of the last ones that came in, to be honest. So tackle it head on is something that they want you to do. Actually, these are all turning over now. But I'll just flip these back. Okay, I just want another one for you. Oh, and less is more. Okay. So just put them to one side. So you have less is more and tackle it head on. So with these two, mainly for me, they represent a feeling of simplicity and something that you feel as though, you know, maybe things were getting too hectic. I think the key issue is don't overplan. So less is more, if the camera will actually zoom in on this. Less is more is very much about not overthinking things, not over planning, not overwhelming yourself with a lot of stuff that's going on in your life. Tackle it head on is also about taking the simple approach to any issues that may arise. So you don't have to have a convoluted excuse as to why to do things. If you don't want to go to somebody else's party or somebody else's gathering, just say, look, I don't really feel like it. I think this is not the month to be weird in your communication because of Mercury retrograde. This is more to be just very open and very simple and honest about what you expect from people and how they can, or what they can expect from you. Less is more, I think, is don't overplan things. You know, if you want an extravagant birthday spree and you're going to go to Amsterdam or you're going to go somewhere really fun, great, but don't try and do it to the wire. You know, don't try and plan yourself into oblivion because chances are it probably won't work out that way. So that's something that they want you to do as well. It's something that about planning. Less is more. Don't do anything to excess, especially, you know, the things where gorging yourself on cake or just the little things this month, maybe spending too much time in front of the TV even. Don't, you know, minimize everything if you can and tackle any problems head on. If you have had something overwhelming you for the last few weeks, try and do something about that now. Apologies as well if I sound a bit congesty. It's because hay fever is hitting me hard today. I just had to pause the video because of a sneezy fit. But also the pollen count, because we've been so rainy, is ridiculous. So I do apologise for that. If you got a cold, Lorient, no, it's just awful hay fever pollen. So I'm going to do 3 cards. I'm just going to see what comes out for you guys. Okay, so you, beloved one, some of you may be having issues with the relationship. Compassion, again, loving yourself throughout this course of the month. And life review, well, that's kind of funny because with life review, this normally comes forwards when you do have a birthday. So you could be going through some stuff here in regards to, you know, where you see yourself in the near future. I just wanted to move this a little bit closer. Sorry, in my first video, I'm just getting used to the layout as to how I want it and stuff. So you do have three really nice cards here because they are saying to treat yourself with compassion, treat yourself probably how you would want to be treated, even if it wasn't your birthday month, if it wasn't something that felt like it was the height of summer, or in some cases the height of winter, but it's something that we feel like this kind of plateau. We are deep in a season now, so we're no longer in a transitional phase. So you now have the opportunity for a few months to kind of figure out where it is you want to be, particularly in regards to relationships. You're probably figuring out if there is some issues there, or if this is fine, if this is something that you can work with, or somebody you can work alongside, you know. But I do feel that there's somebody coming through. Maybe it's one of these angels, I don't know, but it's somebody who says make sure that you make time for yourself. It could be that this month is your birthday, but you wouldn't know because there's so much stuff going on around you and you're too busy and you're too kind of focused on other things and other people. Maybe it's somebody else's birthday that you really wanted to plan something for. So it could be something that you're trying to kind of negotiate with yourself. The 2nd of July sees the new moon in your first house, which is of self and of your own compassion and your path through life. So again, you kind of sun coming back around into Cancer will shed a light on anything that you're probably working for yourself, but the new moon is kind of saying, okay, so what do you want to manifest for this time or this period of your life? And then with Mercury in retrograde, unfortunately, in the same house, it could be how you communicate with yourself that kind of gets a little bit of a skip and a start, because that's in retrograde from the 7th to the 31st of July, which is going to encompass both the first and second houses. So this could have some reference to how you speak to yourself, you know, how you treat yourself, but also especially there, but also how you treat your finances, how things are going forwards with your finances. Do you want to still do the same stuff every day for the money that you get, which again kind of comes into life review. But when you have the full moon in Capricorn, which is in the 7th house, now the 7th house is very much one of balance. You know, the 7th house can be of relationships and romance and feeling very much like you want to be coupled or be with people who love you. So again, it could be to do with that. But I do feel that this is very practical. This is a very feet firmly on the ground time in the middle of Mercury retrograde. So I think, again, it's tackle it head on. That's what Capricorns tend to do, and the full moon is in Capricorn. And also, with Mercury retrograde being a little bit, you know, filly, less is definitely more. If you need to do something, particularly for yourself, if you feel like you have to do something, try and do it the simplest way. Don't presume other people are going to catch on to your meaning. Don't presume other people are going to go, oh, well, yes, I see right through what you're going to say. Just say it outright. Don't leave clues, don't leave trails, don't suggest. If you want us to talk about something very important, or if you want to ask for that promotion, or if you want to do something that's meaningful for you, or have the conversations that maybe you have put off having for a while, this is the main thing that you can do, is actually tackle it head on. Be very simple in your approach to it, and don't overcomplicate it, because I don't want you to have a headache. You know, I don't want you to have some issues going forward. So this is the main thing that they're asking you to do, is just to consider yourself every step of the way. And sometimes that's very difficult for Cancerians, because you're very giving, you're very inclusive of others, and that's wonderful. But this is a time to be inclusive of yourself. It's kind of everybody out for themselves this month because Mercury is going retrograde. So back up anything that you feel you have, you know, on what's it called? Drives and stuff. I should know. I tackle computers every day. But there's something that feels like it's coming through just to say less is more. Make sure that you know, connect with yourself. If you want a bubble bath, treat yourself to a bubble bath. Just continuously check in with yourself from the new moon. Check in with yourself and see how you're going. And then you'll be able to sort of maintain that peace throughout the month. But I hope that helps you, Cancer. Again, let me know in the comments below if this resonated with you. And I look forward, if I can get my words out. Again, Mercury starting early. I look forward to speaking to you very, very soon. But in the meantime, take care. I love you all, and I'll speak very soon.